Oh, I could feel myself heating up in there. Through Disneyland Paris, you can go through the centre of the castle, and obviously because it's raining, everyone's just blocked it off, haven't they? Everyone's just standing there. I can imagine for some of you that are watching, it must feel weird, especially if you've been watching me since 2018. Well, think about myself. I was now running around with my son. I've got a little boy that calls me Daddy, and we're running around Disney, which is crazy. Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. My name's Dan. If you've not seen me before, this is episode 5 of our Disneyland Paris vlog series, and we're currently on the ferry boat sailing around Disneyland Paris, so welcome. And I'm currently with my little boy and my partner of 11 years, Connor, who's very camera shy and doesn't like cameras. Look at this, Big Thunder Mountain and Co. What can you see? What can you see?
Look, Dayran. Look.
Oh, can you see a goose?
Yeah.
Is that a goose?
More gooses.
More gooses? Or more? It'll be more geese. More geese?
More gooses.
Okay. Wow.
Look. Hundreds.
I can see them all. Can you see that water? The water has just burst out of the little mini volcano. Can you see it?
Because I knew old Senator Clemens.
You're more interested in these bubbles, aren't you? Someone's got a bubble gun over there. Oh, I can see Phantom Manor as well over there. Wow. Oh, a lot of bubbles. A lot of bubbles. A good little shot, that. Wow. Great little shot. Right, dinner time. We've got off the boat and now we're going to eat in the Lucky Nugget. The Lucky Nugget's a great place for food. They do some lovely burgers. Are you ready for a Lucky Nugget? Look how nice it is in here. Oh my goodness. We've eaten here before, actually, in May. I ate in here with Ben, October 2021. So I have been in here before. It is nice. Lovely dinner, or lovely lunch, even a meal. Maybe you call it in the Lucky Nugget. Yeah? Yeah, I know, we need to quickly head somewhere because it's just started raining, hasn't it?
Let's do pirates.
You want to do pirates before we go?
It'll protect us.
Oh yeah, because it's all indoors, isn't it? I think our little boy wants to go and do pirates because it's all indoors and it means that we'll not get soaked. Go on, Daddy's going to put your jacket on and not get wet. Okay. Yeah, because we don't want to get wet, do we? And we've decided our last ride of this trip is going to be Pirates of the Caribbean. This is our 4th time doing it, and it's only a 15-minute wait as well. We can definitely make do with that. Here we go again for the last time, and there's Captain Jack's restaurant, my favourite restaurant. How many times has Daddy said that this trip? We sat literally just there next to that flag, and it was lovely, wasn't it? No. Daddy's favourite restaurant. Where do you think we're going to eat next time we come? Oh yeah, pirates. And can you remember why this ship's chopped in half? Well, we don't know why it's chopped in half, but half of it's at Captain Jack's and half of it's in here. So if you want to see both of the sides of the ship, you need to eat at Captain Jack's. Well, that's us saying goodbye to the Disneyland Paris Castle, Disneyland Paris Park. That is us heading home now. It's time to go home. I could feel myself heating up in there. Through Disneyland Paris, you can go through the centre of the castle, and obviously because it's raining, everyone's just blocked it off, haven't they? Everyone's just standing there. There's no staff to help people go through. Oh, honestly. And like obviously we've got our little boy with us. He's getting crushed, and people just pushing in, and I could hear my heat level going up my ears are hot. That's how I was getting annoyed. Anyway, we're out. I think you get like this though. When it's time to go, it's just time to go. You're over it. You're ready to go. Bye, Castle. See you whenever I next see you. Oh, we're ready for home though. We've had such a lovely 2 days. Such a lovely 2 days. I just think we timed it badly with it being the Easter weekend. But kids' holidays, obviously we've got a little boy now. We don't travel during kids' days. But obviously if you've got the option to travel during like term time, I would definitely. Is it term time? Well, when the kids are at school, do it, because it's very busy in here at half term. We've met so many English people as well. It's full of Brits. Obviously we take full use of coming during this time of year, which is kind of nice to be fair, because you do see a lot of people, you know, like you end up chatting and whatever, but just mega busy. Stay tuned as well for a series where you may see us check in to the Disney hotel. I have been pricing it up today. That's all I've been doing on my phone, pricing up the next trip. Our little boys loved it that much, where I was like, we're gonna have to come back. We're gonna have to do it. Bye Disney. Oh, my glasses are in the way. Hang on, there we go. Bye Disney. Thank you very much for an amazing 2 days. Back in the hotel now, and that's it. Uber's been ordered, and we're getting ready to go. Have you had fun, little man?
Bye.
You've had such a good time, haven't you? Your lemonade's that one. He's having the complimentary lemonade. You love it here, and he's been playing in that little room over there. I'm gutted. Me and our little boy just want to live here, don't we? Should we live here? Okay, yeah, we need to go. The Uber's on its way. Come on, we need to go. Thank you for being such a good boy. No, drink it here. Thank you for being such a good boy on this trip, little man, because you have been so good. Okay, we're going. We're going, Daddy. But we'll be back. We'll be back, okay? Healthy, did you enjoy your lemonade? You loved your lemonade, didn't you? Uber is just around the corner, little man. Oh, is this our Uber here? Oh, it's not, no? Okay, we'll just come over here, little man. Are you ready? I know the weather's awful, isn't it? That's one of the things I will say. We have been mega fortunate with the weather this trip, because it was advertised before arriving that it was going to be raining for the whole duration that we were here, and it held off raining yesterday, which was great, and it's only just started raining. It's 6 o'clock at night, so we've been fortunate. The original plan was to fly out today, so we've done well weather-wise. And guys, look where we are. We're at the airport. Oh, that was the shortest but longest taxi journey ever. Right guys, we're looking for the EasyJet desk. Thank God we don't need to drop a bag off at EasyJet. Queues are insane. Highly recommend. A little bit of a tip for you is, if you are checking in with EasyJet, maybe aim to get you 3 hours before your flight, where 2 hours with no luggage to check in. The queue is crazy. The lady said that we've got to go. She said the red one, we're looking for the security basically, and we're trying to work out where we need to go. Check-in, is that where it is? Check-in? I'm so confused. And little man's just pushing the case. Are you having fun there? You are, you're doing well, aren't you? You can be our case pusher for Florida as well. You can be, in fact the cases will be a little bit bigger than for Florida. But you're awesome. And relax. We're sitting down. Little man's just on his iPad, Con's on his phone, and we're waiting for a plane. The planes are out there. Do you know, me and Con have just had like a pure reflection. Obviously it's our first holiday. It's Daddy's going away with a little boy. I'm so used to just being on my own when I travel, because this is what I do part-time for work. So I go out and I'll do like series and stuff, and I'm so used to just being able to dart back and forth. Con's not used to obviously travelling with a child. I'm not used to travelling with a child. The youngest person I've took on holiday, like I've solely been responsible for, was my little brother, and he was 13 at the time. So it has been interesting travelling with our son, which honestly, I can imagine for some of you that are watching, it must feel weird, especially if you've been watching me since 2018. Well, think about myself. I'm just now walking around with my son. I've got a little boy that calls me Daddy as we're running around Disney, which is crazy, but it feels lovely as well. Like, it's what we've dreamed of, is what me and Con have both dreamed of, and he's just such an amazing kid. And let me tell you, right, because I know a lot of you have been asking on Insta, so how was he on the plane? I think I've already mentioned it in the travel day video, but if I haven't, I'll explain the whole travel day. He was unbelievable. We were preparing for screams, ears hurting, everything galore. We had sweets and everything at the ready. He was no bother. He was great through security at the airport. He was great getting on the plane. He was great. Oh, all right. I thought that we're making a travel announcement. We've still got an hour until our plane, I think. Yeah, he was great on the plane. Great for takeoff. I was like, wow, I couldn't believe it. Landed fine, no bothers. Got really excited, obviously, once we got to the hotel. Went to bed fine. Woke up about 7 a.m. From 7 a.m. until 10 o'clock at night last night, we were on the go. We did have a tantrum towards the end of the day, but I honestly blame that down to exhaustion. We were all knackered, but it was a very quick tantrum, and then we put him on our shoulders, walked back to the hotel, and he was fine last night when we were eating our Burger King. Then today he's been no bother again. It's 9 o'clock at night and he's on his iPad and he's chilling. He's having he's just so appreciative and so grateful for being here, and he's loved it so much, and we've loved spending the time with him. And it's going to be interesting. Obviously, we've got a Disney World trip coming up in a few weeks. When you guys are watching this, it will be like, if you're watching this video now, it'll be like next week. I think it works out that we'll be going. And that's going to be interesting, actually, because that is going to be a real tester for us, because it's a 9-hour flight going, 9-hour flight coming back. It's been very cold out here. Well, it's not been cold, it's been like 10 degrees, which is fine for us. Florida, we're looking at 28 to 30 degrees, so it's going to be very different weather-wise. So it is just going to be interesting, just the whole dynamic of Florida. What's it going to be like? Obviously, it's going to be just totally different. So yeah, but we've loved it, guys. We really have. We've really enjoyed our first family trip. It's just been super nice. It's just been lovely. It's been nice just chilling, relaxing, nice going on the rides, having a couple of days away from rainy Manchester and in rainy Paris. It's been lovely. But yeah, and thank you very much, by the way, if you've been watching these videos. I really hope they've helped you in some way. Like, you know, even if it's just helped you in a small way, that would just be amazing. Like, that's the reason why I do this. I do it to remember our trips, so we can continuously remember what we've done in the past and stuff. But another thing, the reason why I do it is I love helping you guys, and hopefully you are watching this and you might think, oh, I won't do that, or I will do this. Talking about things that I would do again and things that I wouldn't do again. I definitely would do Captain Jack's again. I can tell you now, our little boy and Connor would say that he wouldn't. Connor loved his curry, but his gutted didn't come with rice, and our little boy just wasn't keen whatsoever, but he loved the theme and he loved that. Obviously, I love Captain Jack's. One of the things that I would definitely not do again, because I just didn't think it was great, was the what you call it, what were they lifted you up and dropped you down at the Toy Soldier men. That wasn't great. That was super long. It was advertised at a 20-minute wait, and it ended up being about 90 minutes. It was horrendous. Wouldn't do that again. Another thing I would recommend as well is, if you are, for example, wanting to do rides like Big Thunder Mountain, or rides that generally have longer times, maybe consider going later in the evening. So maybe consider going like after 6 o'clock. We noticed yesterday, and maybe this was just a fluke, I'm not sure, but we noticed with Disneyland Paris, it was rammed from like 5 o'clock, and then after 5 o'clock, the ride times just seemed to drop. So maybe think about that when you're coming out. Like, for example, we queued for like 60 minutes for Big Thunder Mountain, and then on the evening it was Walk On. Pirates of the Caribbean, if you can, don't queue for any longer than like 20 minutes, because after 6 o'clock that ride is 5 minutes. It's just Walk On. There was a couple of rides like that as well. There's definitely a few rookie mistakes we've made on this trip, but I don't really come to Disneyland Paris as much. So yeah, one of the things I will say though is, after this trip and seeing how much our little boys loved it, I definitely think we will come here again. I've got an annual pass for Florida, and we've got DVC over there. So I know this sounds crazy what I'm about to tell you, but it's cheaper for us to go to Florida than what it is to come here, because we don't pay for accommodation and we've already got annual passes. So the only thing we have to pay for is flights, and let me tell you about flights. We've got the Virgin credit card, so it means that our flights are massively reduced as well. So it actually, this holiday that we've came on now is pretty much the same price. If you add the flights, if you add the hotel, and you add spends together for the 2-day trip that we've been on, this works out more expensive than what Florida's costing us, that we're going on for nearly 3 weeks in 5 weeks. You know what I mean? So that's the way I look at it. So it is quite pricey to come here, and I know every time I say that, people are like, how on earth is Florida cheaper than Paris, but it's when you work it out per night. If you work it out per night, Paris is super expensive. I find it super expensive anyway. Obviously, if you've got an annual pass for Paris and stuff, you're probably going to see opposite. And if you live like maybe in Dover and you can just drive over, obviously you're going to find it cheaper. But where we live, we fly with EasyJet, and EasyJet I'm surprised EasyJet don't charge you to go to the toilet, never mind anything else. You've got to pay for luggage, you've got to pay for a seat. You don't get anything complimentary, so I think it can be pricey. Anyway, enough about EasyJet. I mean EasyJet.
A significant life, just what it was needed. Clean in the blackest night, cloistered in injustice dead. And in the eyes of time, nobody is losing. The sparrows will be here by dawn. When we find it's over, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom